Well, you didn't exactly make it easy on yourself this weekend, Jett, but congratulations, TA2 Muscle Car Series framed by a high-tech champion.
Yeah, it was a bit of a rocky start to the weekend with that engine drama. You know, I was really disappointed after that and a bit nervous going into the races and, you know, qualifying the shootout. Didn't know how the new engine was going to hold up, but performed strong all weekend. We didn't end up having any other dramas, and I was able to keep it clean the weekend and ultimately got the victory and ended up getting to do a skid at the end of the weekend, so that was good.
It's unlike you to not just go in there at 12 tenths, Jett. You like to just whistle her in there and see what happens, but you really were mindful you had to get this finished.
Yeah, I was really conservative, especially in the first and second race when it was wet. Mainly the second race, I just backed out of it completely and just circulated, didn't want to go off, and just made sure that I got the championship. In the third race, I was also really cautious, and once I knew that regardless of what happened, I had a big enough lead that I could give it a good push in the last race. I ended up having a dip and stayed with the front guys in that race.
Your granddad Dick is the master of the one-liner, Jett. He said to me before that last race, I told him he could take the skirt off now.
Yeah, I know. He said I better give it a good crack in the last race, considering, but I hope I did him proud with that. Hopefully I gave it a good enough go, but I'm sure he was proud of those circles I did after the race.
There's a rumour going around that you're going to put this on your forearm as a tattoo, Stevie.
It's probably what Jett would want me to do, that's for sure. I don't know if I can fit it with the ears. I might have to trim the ears down, but no, it's we thought we just wanted to do something quite cool and special, and actually, as you know, my love for Speedway, they do a lot of this sort of stuff in Speedway and very Speedway inspired, and if it's good enough for MotoGP riders, it's good enough for us. So let's, we thought we'd do something different, and it was cool to see him come down and see us all with the same shirts on.
He didn't exactly do it easy this weekend, did he?
No, I think he made it a bit hard for himself. He drove much better in the last race, although he was a little bit, I believe he was a little bit out of position on the start and copped a 5-second penalty, but in the end it didn't really matter. But yeah, we had struggles from Friday where we blew an engine, and we were here until 2 a.m. Friday night, Saturday morning fixing it, and you could say unlucky, but I think it was lucky because it was much better to happen on Friday practice day than it would be to happen on qualifying and race days. And that to us, we got the greatest team. We've got so many supporters that were here. A lot of the sponsors came out. To guys like NAPA who are just over the moon with Jett and having that, I guess, that affiliation with Jett at such a young age is really cool, and it's a great brand. And Stewie from Lanham Ford, who Matty's out there driving the AU at the moment in the Winton 300, and I'm meant to be jumping in, so hopefully he doesn't break it before I get in. Has come out to support us, and just everyone's been fantastic.
I really like your T-shirt, Dick Johnson.
Yeah, it's something different, isn't it? They never did this for me. Sure. I was lucky to have a T-shirt.
You were told many times you weren't an oil painting, Dick. This does look very oil painting-esque. You must be very proud of your grandson.
Absolutely. I think what we're most proud about is the fact that he's a good kid. He's not a smarty or anything like that, and he's pretty humble. And that's one thing that we wanted to make sure that he becomes a good person rather than anything else.
This is a character-building win for him too, Dick, because this weekend nothing really went his way.
No, it didn't start off too well with an engine lunched all over the road and things like that. But these sort of things happen, so you just got to deal with it. Unfortunately, it happened on the Friday rather than the Saturday, so I suppose you've got to be. It's a blessing in disguise, really. So, and he just drove extremely conservatively all weekend, which is very unusual for him, but it came home with the goods.
You were 35 when you won your first championship, you told me. He's 17.
Yeah, well, obviously I won a lot of other type, like Queensland championships and things, but a national championship is something that took a while to come, and yeah, it's not so much how many championships you win or anything like that. for me it was more so how we did it rather than to achieve it. Yeah.
And you didn't have a granddad named Dick Johnson who carved the legacy to start with. So he's already, whilst it puts a bit of pressure on him being a Johnson kid, he's got a good head start with a lot of ingenuity and a lot of know-how, and he's been around this sport his whole life.
He has. He's grown up with it, and so did Stephen. So at the end of the day, obviously some of it's rubbed off, and thankfully it's starting to pay dividends, and hopefully this is the first of many.
Oh, it's incredible at the moment. It hasn't really sunk in yet, but yeah, we can all just relax a little bit now and go out in the last race and try and win that. We've done it. We can breathe now. Yeah, boy. How comes that? Stand by. Here we go.
Hey, get your hand up your ass.
Series champion.
Me, it's just incredible.
You had your grandparents here as well, and even Dick Johnson joining us in commentary there, so that was pretty special.
Oh, it was them driving all the way from the Gold Coast, to come down here and watch me be here for my last race for the year was just incredible and really, really special.
The young fella, what's your emotions? What do you think?
I think it was obviously you've done pretty well all year, being very consistent. That's what wins championships, is being consistent. Just got to finish every race.
Well, it's so good to have you here.
Happy New Year.